We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Ready. Fight, 97.
Love going to throw right away. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 23, here's second and a couple. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st and 10, Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And the Packers first down.
Ryan. Here we go, set.
First down, going to the air with Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. But you look at this Bronco defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
On second down, it's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 20.
14, run it.
A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Line. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Broncos at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Packers defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Touch 50, touch 50. Touch 50, touch 50.
Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down and a yard. The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State. Here's Jaleel McLaughlin. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 10, 1st and goal. Wilson wants a different look. On 1st down, Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 21-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's complete to Dobbs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Ready.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Carlson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Wilson gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. And incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Love now on 2nd down. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A Good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now it's Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And they covered a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he's going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That is caught by Williams for a Bronco touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos have retaken a third-quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
First down, Love to pass. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. An inside give to Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 3rd and 6. Love from the gun. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go back to the ground with Jones. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Now the 4th-year man from B.C., it's A.J. Dillon. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. To throw now. Here's Love. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. D.J. Jones drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You run plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently. Right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Williams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, or a quick slant or something like that.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will stay a 4-point game. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Love here to give to Dillon. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Here's Love. Slant route, he's got Downs. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Here's 2nd down and 3. Love. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Love. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. This is 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. One last shot now for Love. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up